up when it's cold, I'll be your soldier. Anything you need, just let me hold you.
Hey my Grubbies! Today I'm coming to y'all with my VSG 2-week update. Yes, I am. Already been 2 weeks since I had my surgery. If you're new to the channel, hi, I'm Cherice. This is Time to Grow with Cherice, but right now I'm in transition because I just had vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery, also called the sleeve gastrectomy, also called VSG surgery, also called weight loss surgery. Okay, so I had all that, and it's been 2 weeks. Yes, I was on here eating everything that I could eat, and now I can't do it, so I haven't been doing any mukbangs. But I'm coming to tell y'all about my whole surgery journey, the surgery day, all the way up to today, 2 weeks later, where I am feeling so much better and doing so much better. Yes, I am. Okay, I don't want to keep y'all too long, but we're going to start at the beginning. Surgery day was January 23rd, 2020. I woke up that morning, me and my husband, we got up. I had to be at the hospital for 6:45 in the morning. So we got up at like 5, got everything ready. I had already packed. Y'all saw my what's in my hospital bag video. I'll put a link somewhere, okay? And I had everything set up. So I got up that morning, couldn't eat or drink anything. Nerves were a little bad, but not too bad. I was kind of like just ready. I was just ready to just go in the bag. I was just ready. Just give me some surgery, okay? So I was ready. Then, after that, we ended up going to the hospital, and around 6 o'clock, something like that. We got there, and it was raining and storming, so we made it there. We got in the hospital, signed in. They already had people in the waiting room. I think I waited till like close to 8 or maybe 8, and they finally, the nurse came. You know, I have to sign in and everything. The nurse came and got me and took me to the back, and my husband had to stand in front, and they gave me a gown, and my little nurse lady came in the room. She was so sweet. She was an older lady. She came in the room, and she started talking to me and stuff, and she told me to go ahead and change, which I did. So I changed it to my gown and everything, and then she tried to start my IV somewhere over here, but she couldn't do it, and that hurt it, because she tried to do it in my hand, and I was like, little lady, okay? But anyway, so that was cool, whatever. So then she had to get the anesthesia, me and these words, y'all, the anesthesiologist to come into the room, and he tried to do it here, I think. Oh my God, I had a tear come out my eye because it hurted so freaking bad, y'all. Oh yeah, anyway, since this is a mukbang channel, I'm gonna have some 000 yogurt that I already had started on, y'all, and it's in the salted caramel. Yes, y'all, I can't eat with that other stuff right now, and I probably never will. But of course, after this journey, I'm gonna do keto. I'm doing keto because meat is protein, so you can always do keto. I love meat and vegetables. I can make all kind of recipes: meat, vegetables, cheese, eggs. You know, protein. Okay, like what's her name? Mommy Tang, like Mommy Tang used to say, protein. So that's my life now. So I'm having this. It is 000, y'all. It's called, because it has 15 grams of protein, 0 added sugar, zero artificial sweetness, and 0% fat. And I have been eating on this off and on today. I think I put a little bit in my oatmeal this morning. I had a pack of oatmeal. I had some cream soup I strained, and then this is my water, and I have some blue like squeezy stuff in it, and then I have some protein, some Gene Pro protein in here, and I mix. So I have to finish all that in the water. But right now I'm gonna snack on this with you guys while I finish telling y'all a story. Anyway, so my little nurse came. She tried. The anesthesiologist came. He did it, and it hurt it so badly. It hurt it so badly. So he went ahead and did it up here somewhere, and it worked out fine. But I cried. I actually cried. I had a tear, and the nurse was like, "Oh, baby," so she was so sweet, y'all. Then she was putting on these tight stocking things on my legs, and you know, that was it. You just had to be buck naked with a gown on and some stockings on your legs, and that was it. But the guy who did the thing, IV wasn't the anesthesiologist for me. I had him when I did my endoscope, but it was a whole different guy. And my husband finally, they brought him to the back with me, and we were waiting. And I was just praying and saying my same scripture, Isaiah 41. That though it was with me, do not fear, and over and over. And finally, the anesthesiologist came in with my surgery nurse, and they were like, I was like, it's time. And they was like, yeah, it's time to go. So they started rolling me out, honey, and they was rolling me. We went to the little hall, and they rolled me over to the I think I had to get up and go on the surgery bed. I don't remember exactly. I think I did get on the other table, but I don't know for sure. I can't remember. But anyway, so they put me on the other bed, and she was telling me, like, they put the little oxygen thing on you, and the anesthesiologist, this is so tripped out, y'all. So the anesthesiologist was like, you know, and I was just looking at the ceiling. I was just looking at the ceiling and praying my scripture over and over. And the anesthesiologist was like, here, you know, he gave me this little mask thing. He said, breathe 5 times. He said, just to calm you down. I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, good. So I was like, 1, 2, 3. And honey, I don't know what happened, but honey, Cherice was not in there no more. Because all I remember then is waking up in recovery, okay? So I wake up in recovery, and I have a little nurse lady, so I'm waking up in recovery, and I'm like, I think I was trying to get up or something, but I was like, oh my God, thank you, Jesus, I made it. You know what I'm saying? But in my mind, I was like looking around. You know, you be all crazy because the medicine just have you like, I'm not talking about sleepy. You be like drop dead sleepy. So I'm fighting it because I know I'm alive, and I'm looking at this lady who's sitting next to me in recovery, and she was like, you're in recovery, and she was telling me, and I was saying, my chest hurt, and she was saying, I'm giving you some gas X, and then after that, I was like, can I get up? And she was like, I'm about to bring you to your room. She was just talking to me like that, and then finally, I kept on like trying to sit up and stuff because it was just like a pressure. It wasn't any pain. It wasn't like painful. It was more like a pressure right here. And it was right there. And it just would not, and it was like agonizing. And I was so nauseated. I felt this like extremely nauseated, like hangover nauseated. Seriously, that's like a dry, nasty, horrible nauseated. And honey, I done been there plenty of times. And it was really bad. But plus I'm groggy, so anyway. So she brings me to my room, and she pushes me there, and we go into the room, and my family's there, my mom, my sisters, my husband, my children, all of them, my grandson, everybody was there, and I could hear them talking. So you know, I could hear them talking, and they was just going at it, having conversations, and you know, and they would come to the bed, and I was like drugged up, okay, just gone zombie. And so I kept falling asleep, waking up, falling asleep, waking up, but I could hear them, but I couldn't really like pay attention, and I was going in and out. And I remember seeing my children, everybody who came to the bed was talking to me and stuff, saying, how you doing, you know, you doing okay and everything. And I was like, I don't even know. But my daughter and everybody was saying that I just kept sleeping and stuff. And I could tell it kind of had messed with Kayla because, you know, she ain't never seen me in that kind of predicament, you know. So, this is still early, y'all, because I think my surgery was like 9 in the morning. And, so it's probably about 11 maybe, because Carly said that the doctor came out about an hour and 45 minutes later and said everything went good. It went perfectly and everything with the surgery. So it didn't take very long. I only have 4 incisions, okay? On the day of surgery, I weighed 329 pounds, is what they documented. And, yeah, that's it. So I was in the room, and my family was there. So my mom told me something I didn't even remember, that I got up while they were there and walked. And that was probably right after surgery, you know, after going into my room and stuff. And I didn't remember that at all. She said, me, her, my daughter's and the nurse. I walked, and I was like, okay. I must have said, okay, this gas pain is killing me. I'm supposed to get up from here. It's weird because it's the gas pain that hurt. Your incisions, my incisions has never really hurt. Like I've heard some people say where they took the stomach out, was killing them. That it was so much gravity on it and it was pulling and it hurt. I've never really hurt it in my incisions. They're healing up. I'm scabbing up. Everything is fine. But the gas pain, it hurt it. It hurt it bad, and I had bad nausea. Well, I guess the family probably left about 7 or 8, I don't know, that night or whatever. I can't remember exact times. But, so that one night was long. But I can't remember the times, but I'm going to tell you some of the things that happened. So, my husband was with me. He stayed with me, of course. And, thank God for him, because he was rubbing my back the whole entire time to, like, when I would sit up to, like, move the gas, and it really helps when he was rubbing my back, and he was rubbing my back. Thank God for him, because that was something that really helped. And then the nausea was terrible. They bought me like water and stuff and chicken breast. I couldn't even swallow. I couldn't even fathom swallowing anything. I couldn't do it. And I started to dry heave. But I had watched so many YouTube videos, and I think I saw somebody say that they had dry heaved, and baby, it's an experience. Okay, you actually dry heave, nothing comes out. One of my incisions did bleed a little bit, the biggest one, but I had no pain from it. And what else? Up and down, walking all night. Carly rubbed my back all night, off and on. I mean, this was all night. It's like probably 3 in the morning. You know, just continue to wake up, and you know, went to the bathroom by myself. I had no catheter. I had no drains. I had no pain in the incisions or anything like that. I just had the nausea and the gas pain right here. Well, and plus when I had it, the gas pain and stuff, she would give me morphine, which knocked me clean smooth out, and for a couple of hours, and then I would wake up from it and walk and be up for a while, and then I would ask for more of it. And it was giving me something called Zofran, which is for nausea, or Zofran, and it knocked you out too. It makes you sleep. So I had double whammy. I was knocked out a lot, and it was just off and on all night, uncomfortable from the gas pain, but it wasn't terrible. It was manageable. Plus, I knew what to expect. I'm telling you now, if you're going to have VSG surgery, watch a lot of YouTube videos. Just a lot. Just watch a lot of pre-op videos. Post-op videos, so you can know, or surgery day videos, because it will let you know a lot of the stuff that you can expect to happen, so that, like when I was dry heaving and I knew it, now if I would have not known this, it would have made me get anxiety, and my heart would have started racing, so I would have got terrified, like, why am I dry heaving? I mean, it's like, bleh. Sorry, yeah. But it was like really hard, and you would think that you would hurt your stomach, but it just won't. It's just something that happens to some people. Anyway, so the next morning, we're waiting on the doctor to come to release me, and if I could go home, because I wanted to go home. And my nurse, all my nurses were good. They were busy though. They don't have enough staff. So, you know, sometimes it would take one nurse though. I think it was nighttime. I cannot even remember. But I think it was the nighttime nurse, yeah. Shout out to her. She was a good nurse, man. She was on it. She was attentive. She gave me medicine, baby. She didn't play. She gave it to me. I was something PRN or something, I could have it as needed. And honey, every 2 hours, and she was on it. Okay, when I heard her say that, the other ones didn't want to like give me medicine and stuff, and I was like, baby. Dr. Slim came in, and he was like, you know, don't worry about it. I couldn't really drink or anything, so he was like, don't worry about it. You know, the first few days you'll be fine if you're not eating or drinking, and you only have taken in water, because it's okay, you know, at the first few days. Well, I went home the first day, the second day. I mean, I still had the gas pain. I was taking the Zofran, and I was taking they sent me home with Narcos. So I took that, but I stopped taking the Narcos, I think, on day 2, because, no, day 3, I took a narco. I was taking like every few days, like once a day, and the Zofran, I was taking that for the nausea, you know, because I still had the gas pain. I was walking. I was getting up and going to walk outside at home. I was walking in the house, back and forth, you know, just a lot of walking, because everybody was like, the gas will move, the gas will move, and you want it to move down. A lot of people think if they burping and stuff, it works. No, honey, you want it to go down and to move from here into the gut, so it can come out the butt. Okay, but anyway, long story short, I was walking. Well, day 3, night 3, I had took one of those, or Narcos, and I was starting to think that they were making me nauseated, because then I would have to take the Zofran, which would make me tired. But I could not sleep that night. I had like a nervous stomach, and my mind kept racing, and I was like, my chest was hurting me, you know, from the gas, and it was just so intense, and I was like, I got really, really like bad anxiety from it, and it made me so scared, like I was catching a heart attack or something. So I made it all through the night. I did not sleep. I kept on like tossing and turning, but it was just insane, y'all. It was the most horrible night. So day 4, I woke up and I was still feeling the same way: anxiety, shaking, nervous stomach, heart racing. I kept getting like a spasm, this gas spasm, that every time I get nervous it would feel like a gas spasm. But I knew it had to be mental, because if I got the gas spasm, you know how you get nervous in your stomach, and I'll get the gas spasm, but if I paid attention to it, it would be like excruciating. I'd be like, oh, you know. But then if I didn't pay attention to it and I was like, it just would fade. So I was like, this got to be mental. So, but it still scared me. So I was kind of in tears. My daughter came and I was telling her about it. And then I called my mama and I told my mama, and my mom was like, you need to call the doctor office. You know what I'm saying? So I called my surgeon, Tasha, my heaven angel from the doctor office. She told me to go ahead and to come in that day, because, you know, if anything, people who are their patients, they rather them come in to them. So that's what I did. I ended up going in, seeing Dr. Salim. But in the process of that day going on, now this is morning, I had to go to them at 1:30. I got out the bed. I made myself get out the bed. I went in the living room. I put on some clothes. I started walking outside. I walked and walked and walked. By 12 o'clock, I didn't walk so much. Well, at 12 o'clock, I came in here, I remember, and I took 2 gas eggs. And when I took the 2 gas eggs, I think I might have burped or something. And I felt when the gas transferred from my chest to my stomach, because I started to get, it was like a bubble, and it was like excruciating cramps in my stomach. So I knew it was gas pains, because you know gas in your stomach is normal, but not in your chest. So I was like, okay, this is normal. You know what I'm saying? This is something that I can deal with. So the gas pain was getting so intense, y'all. It was just really just cramping in my stomach. So I decided to still go to the surgeon, but I felt like as soon as that gas moved, my anxiety with stuff was gone. I no more pressure in my chest. I was like, ooh, thank you, Lord. You know what I'm saying? And it just kind of soothed my nerves. And then when I went to the doctor, the pain in my stomach, y'all, was so bad. I was walking in the doctor. I was just walking it back and forth, just trying to get the gas to just move. And then I was going to try to go to the bathroom, and it just was in my gut. So when I went into the back, my surgeon saw me, he was like, what's wrong with Cherice? You know, he was instantly looking kind of worried, you know. And I was like, so Tasha had told him, I guess, and they put me in a room. And she told him, I mean, he came in and we were talking, and I was telling him how I felt and what I felt, like my nerves so bad and how my stomach was shaky. And he came and he examined me and pressed on my stomach and stuff, and the gas pain was so bad in my stomach. When he was pressing on it, was like, oh, and he was like, you okay? I was like, no, it's the gas. And he was like, okay, this is what you need to do. He said, you need a laxative. And I was like, what? He was like, go to the store, get you some magnesium citrate, and get you some milk of magnesia. I want you to take a little bit each day until, you know, you get a movement. But I didn't even think about that. So I went to the store, of course, immediately got it. Went to the bathroom when I got home. And the milk of magnesia, I couldn't drink the magnesium citrate stuff. Y'all, it's like some kind of candy drink, fizzy type drink. And it was just not being tolerated. It was just, I sipped on it, but it was weird. I couldn't do it. So I took the milk of magnesia, and I drank water. And I say about a couple hours later, I went to the bathroom, and honey, when I tell you the gas came out and I had a bowel movement, I know TMI, but this is just part of the journey, and I felt extremely better. I slept that night, and it was like a whole different chapter started after day 4. So I had no more pain, no more gas pain. I still had to do breathing treatments and that little thing, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And I started taking a multivitamin, stuff like that. But honey, it was so much better. Day 4, day 5, day 6, I still, you know, 6, 7, 8, all the way up now to day 13. Today is day 13. I just said 2 weeks. But y'all, it is such a journey, you know what I'm saying, I have been through what feels like to me like food separation, where I'm really wanting to eat, because when the hunger came back, but you just cannot eat. You want to eat everything. For one, you're on liquids, so you which now I'm on full liquids, so your cream soups, yogurts. I've tried different little things though, and honey, let me tell you, I tried that creamy spinach dip. My stomach is not loving it. It gave me like dumping syndrome, but the other way. And honey, I had to leave it alone. So I had to leave that alone. And then also I just feel like sometimes, like I was so upset yesterday because I was having a hard time with food, because you eat such a small amount, And when you start to feel full, you can feel like that gas bubble thing again. So that's when I just stop. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to push it. But I'm good with like chicken broth still, and I'm good with like this yogurt. I'm good with like the popsicles, and I'm good with like the what do you call it? Cream soups, stuff like that. I've tried tuna fish, pureed. I've tried chicken. I can't even eat it no more. I ate tuna fish once and it made me sick, and I didn't even eat the tuna. I ended up throwing out that, probably throw out that to the cats outside. I could not do it, y'all. So that's done. I've tried creamy grits, like grits. I can tolerate the grits. I really do like the grits, but it's just something you gotta really make them runny, because, and plus you get so full. One little tiny pack of grits, you know, I can't even eat the whole thing. I had some oatmeal today. I made it really, really creamy. I'm using the almond milk and which it was okay. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even eat a lot of it, so that's okay. All I had today to eat was the oatmeal. I probably ate about a half a pack. The oatmeal. Then I had some cream soup. I strained it, and then I pureed some of the I picked out a couple beans and some chicken, and I just pureed it, and then I till it was blended, and then I just put it in there with the soup just to give it a little taste of the meat and the beans, and it was delicious. And that's what I'm gonna stick with right now. And I'm drinking water with the Jing Pro protein in it, and I'm drinking protein water, Premier Protein clear water, and I just add some of that little squeezy stuff to it, because it don't really have a taste to me. It tastes like Gatorade, just nothing, you know what I'm saying? But it has been a journey. I am at 2 weeks. Hopefully it'll be soon that I'll be at 2 months. And you know, I want to give y'all my stats. This will be my last little part of the video. My stats are my beginning weight. You know, I started out at 349 pounds, right? Well, then I dropped down to surgery day, and I have lost over the time. Surgery day, I was 329, and then today I am 304. 8 days in, I was 307, and then now, 13 days in, I am 304. So, it's going down slowly but surely, you know, I don't know. You really just don't have a lot of calorie intake, so you really have to keep up with stuff. I have started taking iron. I got me some bariatric vitamins. I got, what else? Oh, B12 complex. I take that under my tongue. What else? That's pretty much it. That's all I'm taking. And it's an awesome journey to be on, but it's also very, not mental, but it's something that, like, you have to be mentally as well as physically ready. That's why they make you lose weight. You have to really, if you have food issues, you have to, it's a hard thing when you have to separate from food, because I cried yesterday because I was like, man, I don't know what to eat. I want to eat. I want to eat. I really want a hamburger, you know what I'm saying? But I know that I can't eat it. So I'm just not testing the waters no more. I'm going to do my chicken broth, I'm going to do my soups, and I'm going to do my yogurts, jellos, whatever I can get down. Because I'm just waiting till I go to the doctor on the 12th. But this is my BSG 2-week update. Y'all know I talk a lot. I'm going to keep up these updates for y'all, can just see your girl transform, and I hope y'all come along with me. I hope everybody who has been with me from the beginning sticks with me. I love y'all so much, and be looking for Kayla to do a mukbang, because she is really wanting to do one. It's just that I haven't been feeling like recording, but I said, let me get this done. You know what I'm saying? Let me get this done, because I really want everybody to see the transformation that is going on in my life. I just want to let y'all know I love y'all so much. Always remember to dab on your haters and spark on them. And I will see y'all when the next time it's time to grub. I don't know if they, yeah. I guess we'll have to keep that saying or find a new one. I don't know. But anyway, bye y'all.
Really attractive, or I can keep it classy, I can get romantic. It's all up to